Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video we are going to be discussing about the new Super Sugo Fest. Is it worth for you to pull or should you save your gems? Let's go over everything. First I will start by saying that we do not know guaranteed that we are not going to get more Super Sugo Fest characters. So this very likely can be like the Film Red structure, like the 11th anniversary structure, where we get these two new legends now, then another Super Sugo Fest character after 2 to 3 weeks, and then another one after approximately 2 weeks, once again. Bandai loves this structure as of late, so don't be surprised if we get more Super Sugo Fest characters. In my opinion, simply enough, if you're not really interested in Luffy because he's the Super Sugo Fest character, Kuma is a standard legend, you should just skip and wait for more announcements if they are about to come, and if they don't worry, the Sugo Fest is not expiring anytime soon. Part 1 contains both the new legends and all Super Sugo Fest exclusive legends and normal legends in the game. Part 2 will be specific to Luffy, will be released tomorrow, and the day after that, Part 3 will be exclusive to Kuma. So Luffy won't be available and Kuma won't be available in Part 2. To quickly go over the steps, in Part 1 the most valuable ones are 6, 15 and 25 with the rate boosted legend being available, and I guess whenever a legend is guaranteed. Step number 10 is kind of a trap because you only get a 50% chance to get a legend in every poster. It's not guaranteed like the 11th anniversary, which is very important to note. Now for parts 2 and 3, where not every legend is available, we have specific pools for legends in both parts 2 and 3, and no common unit is available in each part, so different units always depends on who you are missing, but the value steps here are the limited pool ones, 5, 8 and 25, and of course super limited ones in 10 and 20. Depending on how many legends you are missing from the part you are pulling, it is also very good to be on a guaranteed legend step. Let's talk about the parts though, which one is the best. Treasure map legends are also available in every part, I forgot to mention that. This is kind of the Sugo Fest for the upcoming treasure map. But we get both new legends, and the only other Super Sugo Fest character, except Luffy that is rate boosted, is Cerebral Sabo. The rest are available as well, as you can see, but not rate boosted, so your chances of getting them are lower. So if you specifically want to go for Super Sugo Fest legends you are missing, and you should, to be honest, because that should be the priority in Super Sugo Fests, not normal legends. After that, the second priority should be treasure map legends you're missing in this specific case. And for example, Nami and Carrot are great in part 1, but I'm not the biggest fan of the structure in part 1, and Luffy will share the same chances of pulling him as Kuma, and the only other rate boosted character that is a Super Sugo one is Sabo. So I don't like that either, and I also do not like step 10, but I am sure it will be good bait for a lot of players. Between the two new legends, Luffy is better, in my opinion. It will always depend on content, right? But overall he will probably be more valuable, and he is also more rare, only available in Super Sugo Fests. Part 2 is his specific part. Of course he is available, and part 2 also gives you the best chances of specifically getting Luffy or any other of the Super Sugo Fest legends available here that you are perhaps missing. And some great ones are available: Law vs Blackbeard, Luffy vs Kaido, Zoro vs Sanji, one of the best legends in the game, and even Ifrit, Sanji and Demon Robin are great. The same goes for more recent characters like The Rocks and Kizaru. For the treasure map exclusive legends, we have the best one by far here, Nami and Karina, which is great for anyone wanting Luffy and also missing them. And finally for part 3, Kuma's part, you are not going to be pulling specifically for Kuma. I would advise you to only pull in part 3 if you really want one of the Super Sugo Fest available legends. Luffy, Zoro and Sanji, who we got during the 11th anniversary, is available as a character here. Strong unit. We have Dex 10th anniversary ace as well. We have Uta, who is awesome, Shanks vs Kid. Saturn, if you are planning to build the full Gorosei team at some point, and even the more new Roger, Gaban and Rayleigh. I think overall, because Zoro Sanji, Luffy vs Kaido, and Law vs Blackbeard even is in the other part, alongside the new Super Sugo Fest Luffy, we might see a better combination of legends overall, Super Sugo Fest ones at least, if you, for example, are missing them all. But here we have to take into consideration that Kuma, a standard legend even though he's a new one, first of all, he's not that amazing, he's okay but kind of a mid-release in my opinion, but he will be available in every limited and super limited pool, so we have to take that into account. While in part 2, the debut legend is a Super Sugo Fest one. Always prioritize what Super Sugo Fest characters you are missing and want more though to decide the best part for your One Piece Treasure Cruise account. Something I also want to talk about is this Luffy a must-have character? He's not a must-have character overall because no character is in One Piece Treasure Cruise in my opinion. It always depends on content and boosted lists and stuff like that. He has good utility and very good damage as well, not only being able to provide an ore boost, but chain boundaries as well, which will always be an amazing feature for any Luffy legend to be released. We have to talk about the fact that he is Luffy though, right? We have tons of great Luffy characters in the game, we are going to get tons more, simply because he's the main character in One Piece and he's selling the best for the game. So I know a lot of people are complaining that, oh, another Gear 5 Luffy, but it makes sense. Of course we are going to get another Luffy, and we are going to get another one maybe in the New Year's Super Sugo Fest, when it's time for that. He is also a very strong captain because he can allow orb and attack boosts to actually stack up multiple times if you feel specific requirements he has in his captain ability, but if you can do that, that is an amazing effect to actually have. Extremely good against Special Bind too, not only as a captain, but also as a crewmate, because he can completely remove that. So he's not a Luffy that can only be used as a captain, like for example V1 Gear 5 Luffy, the Psy version. Undoubtedly he can also be used as a crewmate. I'm not the biggest fan of his EX Super Special, to be completely honest. It's fine, but I kind of expected it better after first reading his captain and special abilities. He's also the first character ever in the game that introduces this new limit break ability right here, and it is worthy to mention that not tons of Luffy characters specifically support the Powerhouse class. He is Fighter and Powerhouse, not Free Spirit in his classes, and Free Spirit characters that maybe are a great combination with other Free Spirit Luffy characters won't probably be with this one. He can still boost everyone, but just not for his maximum possible attack boost as a captain. That goes only to Q and Powerhouse characters actually, not even fighters. Could definitely be considered a disadvantage, but it is good that he can also be a universal captain just with a lower attack boost. He also had to diversify himself somehow from other great Luffy legends and even another Q1 in Luffy vs Kaido. But that is everything I had to say for this Super Sugo Fest. I will be personally pulling for this Luffy when he comes out tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that. And let me know in the comments down below, do you like the new releases and are you planning to pull in any of the parts? If you do, I wish you the best of luck, and as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.